bitfid.
3, 2, 1, take off.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. AI models are getting smarter, but serving them is getting harder and harder. You may have a powerful LLM and expensive GPU. You may even have a good serving engine like VLLM or TensorRT LLM. But at scale, things break. Responses become slow, GPU usage becomes messy, and users start waiting. Why? Because LLM inference is not one simple job. It has two very different phases. One phase reads the prompt. This is called prefill. The other phase generates the answer, and this is called decode. These two phases need different types of GPU work, but many systems still force them to run together. That creates bottlenecks. And this is where NVIDIA Dynamo comes in. It helps many GPU work together like a coordinated AI factory. In simple words, NVIDIA Dynamo helps AI teams serve more users with lower latency and better GPU performance. So in this video, we'll break it down. Every LLM request has two major phases. The first phase is called prefill. This is where the model reads the prompt, it processes the full input, and it understands the context. This phase is compute heavy. It can use parallel processing very well. The second phase is called decode. This is where the model generates the answer, one token at a time, one word at a time, step by step. This phase is memory heavy and it is much more sequential. Now, here is the problem. In many traditional setups, the same GPU handles both phases. It reads the prompt, it generates the answer, then another request comes in, another long prompt comes in, and the user has to wait. Everything starts fighting for the same GPU resources, and this creates a bottleneck. And the bottleneck gets worse with agentic AI because agents do not send one simple prompt. They send prompts, they call tools, they reuse context, they keep long conversations alive. That means more prefill, more decode, more KV cache, and more pressure on the GPU cluster. What is NVIDIA Dynamo? NVIDIA Dynamo is an open source inference framework. It is built for distributed generative AI serving. It helps large models across many GPUs and many nodes. But Dynamo is not a large language model, and neither it is replacing VLLM or TensorRT LLM. Instead, Dynamo sits above these engines. It acts like an orchestration layer. It helps coordinate routing, it helps manage memory, it helps more KV cache. It helps scale inference across a GPU fleet. That is why NVIDIA describes it like an operating system for AI factories. The big idea behind Dynamo is called disaggregated serving. That sounds complex, but the idea is simple. Do not force one GPU to do everything. Separate the prefill work, separate the decode work. Use different GPU workers for different jobs. Some workers focus on reading prompts, some workers focus on generating tokens. This lets each part scale independently. If you have many long prompts, add more prefill capacity. And if you have many users waiting for output, add more decode capacity. This makes the system more efficient and it improves throughput. And on NVIDIA Blackwell, NVIDIA says Dynamo can serve up to 7 times more requests in benchmark conditions. But remember, this is not a magic number for every setup. It depends on the model, the hardware, and the workload. It depends on how Dynamo is deployed. Now let's talk about a very important aspect. What is KV cache and why it matters? When an LLM processes text, it creates an internal memory. This memory helps the model avoid recomputing the same context again and again. The memory is called KV cache. KV stands for key value. For short conversations, this is manageable. But for agents, it becomes massive. Agents reuse prompts, they keep long context, and they call tools. They ask follow-up questions, and they process documents. So KV cache becomes one of the biggest challenges in inference. If the system handles KV cache poorly, GPU wastes time. They recompute old context, they run out of memory, and they serve fewer users. Dynamo tries to solve this with the smartest KV cache handling. It can route requests based on where useful cache already exists. It can also help manage KV blocks across workers. It means less wasted computation and better use of GPU memory. How does the architecture look like? Let's break down the architecture. In the front end, when you receive user request, you expose an API. Often, this can be an OpenAI compatible. Then you have the router. The router decides where a request should go. It does not just send the traffic randomly, it makes smarter decisions. For example, it can route a request to a worker that already has the useful KV cache. And then you have the workers. Some workers can handle prefill, some handle decode. In simple setup, one worker may still do both. But in high performance setup, Dynamo can separate them. Then you have the KV block manager. This helps manage the KV cache block. It helps with allocation, it helps with sharing, it helps with remote access across distributed environments. Then you have NIXL. This stands for NVIDIA Inference Transfer Library. Think of it as a fast data movement layer. It helps move KV cache and inference between GPU and nodes. Then for the Kubernetes environment, you can also use components like Groove. Groove helps with the topology-aware scheduling. That means the system can consider how GPU are physically connected. This matters at large scale because not all GPU paths are equal. Some connections are faster, some are slower. Good scheduling can reduce bottlenecks. Finally, there is the Model Express. It helps with the model weight caching and transfer. Instead of every worker downloading the same huge model again and again, Model Express can help centralize and speed up model loading. This is useful in large clusters, especially when startup time matters. Why Dynamo matters? Dynamo matters because AI workloads are changing. Old inference was simple. One user sends one prompt. The model sends one answer. But agentic AI is different animal. They keep memory, they use tools, and they can analyze large documents. They can trigger chains of reasoning. This creates a new pressure on the AI infrastructure. You need more than fast model. You need smart serving layer. You need better routing. You need better cache reuse, and you need better GPU coordination. That is the gap Dynamo is trying to fill. Now, who should use Dynamo? Should you use NVIDIA Dynamo? If you are running a small local model on one GPU, probably not. But if you are running a large-scale inference, Dynamo becomes more interesting. It is useful for cloud providers, enterprises, and AI platforms. It is useful for teams serving agentic workloads. It is useful for very large context RAGs, and it is useful for mixture of expert models. It makes GPUs act like one coordinated system. In simple words, Dynamo is not for experimenting with one model in your laptop. Dynamo is for building an AI factory. The next AI bottleneck is not just model training. It is inference, serving, cost, latency, and GPU coordination. That is why NVIDIA Dynamo is important. It gives teams a way to turn GPU clusters into coordinated inference systems. It helps split prefill and decode. It helps reuse KV cache. It helps route requests more intelligently. And it helps scale modern AI workloads, especially agentic AI. If VLLM made single node serving more efficient, Dynamo is about the next step. Multi-node inference at an AI factory scale. If you found this useful, please subscribe to my channel for more similar updates. Thank you.
Bitfid in the static where the data hits the lock off. Purple neon green light spinning in the cloud. Bitfeed the data screaming pixels.